Imagine scoring the decisive goal in a Champions League final, sealing the most coveted club football title in Europe. You'd think that would cement your status as a club legend, wouldn't you? Well, many players only dream of stepping onto the pitch in such a prestigious final, whilst a select few etch their names into history with performances that define their careers. But surprisingly, not every hero of these iconic moments receives the legendary acclaim we'd expect. Take the focus of today's video for instance. This key player was instrumental in his team securing their second Champions League trophy ever. Yet, during the club's latest revamp, he was unexpectedly shown the door. And here's the kicker. His move to a fierce rival was met with cheers from his own supporters. Often underestimated, this player has recently caught the eye of the one and only Dimitar Berbatov, the suave Bulgarian striker. You've guessed it right. We're talking about Kai Havertz. The 24-year-old is so adaptable he could even fit in at left fullback. So smash the like button, subscribe and ring that bell icon. Ready to dive into Havertz's redemption? Let's get started. Kai Havertz's journey began in the quaint town of Aachen, Germany, where he was born on June 11th, 1999. His passion for football sparked at the tender age of 4, playing in local academies. It was a family affair. His father, a keen amateur footballer, and his grandfather nurtured his early love for the game, instilling the fundamentals of German football in him. Havertz's leap to professional football reads like a script from a thrilling sports movie. Picture this. On the very day he was set to become Bayer Leverkusen's youngest ever player, he gets a call from manager Roger Schmidt at breakfast, an urgent plea to fill in for the injured Lars Bender. His mother, ever supportive, drives him to Leverkusen. From there, he's whisked away to his debut game against Werder Bremen, stepping onto the pitch in the 83rd minute, a momentous start to his career. At Bayer Leverkusen, Havertz wasn't just playing, he was rewriting the record books. He shattered the record as the youngest to reach 100 Bundesliga appearances. The 2018-19 season saw him score an astonishing 17 goals, a record for a teenager in a single season of Germany's top flight at the time. Then came the blockbuster move to Chelsea, a deal inked for a staggering £75.8 million. In the 2021-22 season, he netted Chelsea's 2,000th goal in the Roman Abramovich era and achieved a feat only paralleled by the legendary Lionel Messi, scoring the decisive goal in both the UEFA Champions League final and the FIFA Club World Cup final. But let's pause and ponder. What makes Kai Havertz such a standout player? Why did Chelsea splurge on him? And how did he rise to these dizzying heights? Don't worry, we're diving into his profile. Havertz shines as an attacking midfielder, especially when orchestrating the game from central areas. His knack for fluidly moving across the final third makes him a dynamic, hard-to-predict force. He's adept at drawing back into play to receive passes, often positioning himself inside right. This placement lets him pivot on his dominant left foot and drop back to help in the build-up. His dribbling skills and close ball control are nothing short of exceptional, particularly noticeable when he faces off against a lone defender. Havertz has the ability to carve out space, swiftly turn and deftly manoeuvre the ball to outwit defenders in one-on-one challenges. His smart movements also make him a constant threat, adept at collecting the ball in those crucial spaces between defensive lines. When Havertz shifts to a deeper role, his eagerness to rearrange in the advancing play is evident. His long strides become a crucial asset, especially when he makes those late, stealthy entries into the box, exploiting gaps in the defence. Whilst his left foot shots are solid, honing his right-footed strikes could add an element of surprise for defenders. Under pressure, Havertz's ball control is exemplary, allowing deeper teammates to confidently pass to him. This skill, coupled with his forward positioning, makes him a catalyst for triggering runs from his teammates. He's proficient at keeping possession in tight spots, though there's room to enhance the speed and precision of his passes. In counter-attacks, Havertz can also be a pivotal figure. He can either surge forward with the ball at his feet or make supporting runs to stretch the defence. He's also a prime target for the long, direct passes, effectively using his physique to shield the ball and set up forward thrusts by his teammates. With 32 goals and 15 assists in 139 appearances for Chelsea, Havertz's stats are impressive, especially considering he's been shuffled across various attacking roles without much consistency. But we're not just talking about on-field consistency. The whole saga at Chelsea Football Club paints a broader picture. Remember when Havertz clinched the 2021 Champions League title for Chelsea? The club was already navigating choppy waters. They bid farewell to Frank Lampard earlier that season, welcoming Thomas Tuchel in what turned out to be a genius move. Yet, despite a third-place finish in his full season, Tuchel was shown the door just a month into the 22-23 campaign, replaced by Graham Potter. Now, we've seen how that chapter closed, and to add to the drama, Chelsea surprisingly brought back Frank Lampard as interim manager, this after his near-miss relegation escapade with Everton. Under this carousel of managers, Havertz experienced some stagnation. Last season, his tally was just 9 goals and a single assist in 47 appearances, a stark contrast to his Leverkusen and German national team days. His versatility led to regular starts, but often not in his optimal position. This constant managerial merry-go-round, switching from Lampard to Tuchel to Potter and back to Lampard, likely hindered his stability and growth. Yet last season wasn't all doom and gloom for Kai. Under Graham Potter's guidance, positioning him more as a number 10 than a lead striker, we saw glimmers of his true potential. See, Havertz's gameplay shows his struggles as a traditional centre-forward, but his true strength lies elsewhere. His Premier League passing grades last season were exceptional, better fitting an attacking midfielder's role. Excelling in distributing, making line-breaking passes and receiving the ball in space, Havertz's talent seemed more attuned to crafting opportunities and supporting the attack rather than being the main scoring threat. With Chelsea under new ownership, eager for swift triumphs, and fans captivated by fresh stars like Enzo Fernandez, Mykhailo Mudryk and Christopher Nkunku, Kai Havertz found himself on the outskirts of the team's vision. Reportedly disinterested in renewing his Chelsea contract, a mutual separation emerged as the most sensible path forward. Enter Arsenal in an audacious swoop, laying down £65 million for Havertz. At 24, with his prime years on the horizon, Havertz promised to inject versatility and a fresh dynamic into Arsenal's attack. Initially, Chelsea fans and pundits alike thought they'd struck gold. They believed they'd outfox their arch-rivals, bagging £65 million for a player they were lukewarm about. Early on, it seemed they might be right. Havertz, after starting the first 4 Premier League matches, found himself sidelined by Arteta in key games against Arsenal and Tottenham. He even lost his starting spot in the German national team, as well as in Arsenal's critical matchups with City and Chelsea. To Chelsea's delight, it appeared Arteta might be ruining the hefty investment in the German talent. But the reality was far more nuanced. Arteta had a plan, and it was evident even when Havertz was warming the bench. Here's the twist. Havertz became a pivotal factor in the Gunners' surge to the top of the league 18 games in. Picture this, Arsenal versus City, with the game veering towards a draw. In comes Havertz with just 16 minutes left. Arteta's strategy, switching to long balls, leveraging Havertz's aerial prowess. This tactical pivot led to Martinelli's game-winning goal. This instance is a testament to Havertz's impact and Arteta's strategic acumen. From that pivotal moment, Kai Havertz began reclaiming his place in the starting lineup. His versatility even caught the eye of Nagelsmann, who deployed him as a left-back for Germany, a testament to his adaptability. Back in the Premier League, Havertz's influence grew. He clinched a crucial victory for the Gunners with a last-minute header against Brentford. That wasn't the end of his scoring spree. He netted in a nail-biting 4-3 win over Luton and played a key role in Arsenal's 2-0 demolition of Brighton. And here's the highlight not to miss. In a tense 1-1 draw at Liverpool, Arsenal's equaliser came from Gabriel. But guess who set it up? Havertz. No, he didn't provide the direct assist, but his shrewd play won the free kick that led to the goal. So, next time someone downplays Havertz's contributions this season, reel off these facts. And this brings us to the burning question. How did Arteta turn Havertz into a linchpin of the team? Before diving into the tactical nitty-gritty, let's acknowledge something. Arteta is a maestro at player development. Look at the transformations in Xhaka, Saka, Odegaard and Martinelli. The Spaniard has a knack for extracting peak performances from his squad. Arteta himself has highlighted Havertz's burgeoning confidence and positive impact, translating into more goals and effective play. But it's not been all smooth sailing for Havertz this season. His early struggles at Arsenal, especially in a role akin to Granit Xhaka's from the previous term, raised eyebrows over his £65 million transfer. However, Arteta has since carved out a new role for Havertz, showcasing the team's tactical flexibility and Havertz's own adaptability. In Arsenal's tactical setup, Havertz takes the role of the left central midfielder, partnering with Rice holding the fort as the number 6 and Odegaard orchestrating from the right. But don't mistake Havertz for your run-of-the-mill midfielder. Havertz's knack for timing his runs into the box, coupled with his aerial prowess, a unique asset among Arsenal forwards, adds a new layer to their offensive play. Remember the decisive goal against City? That is Havertz's impact in a nutshell. This season, he's won 33 headers, ranking him 28th in the league, with only forwards Calvert-Lewin and Oliver McBurnie outdoing him in this metric. This redefined role plays to Kai's strengths, liberating him from the pressures of being a primary goalscorer. His creativity flourishes here, underscored by his standing in the 89th percentile for key passes among Europe's top 7 leagues. This stat speaks volumes about his offensive prowess, but there's more. An essential facet of Havertz's role at Arsenal is his pressing ability. This meshes seamlessly with Arteta's strategy of proactive defending. His off-the-ball movements are top-notch, explaining Nagelsmann's decision to utilise him even as a left-back. Havertz's versatility and tactical intelligence make him a formidable asset in any position on the field, showcasing his invaluable contribution to Arsenal's dynamic play style. He has that way of moving about the pitch, not necessarily in a hurry. He's watching, he's studying, he's taking his time. He has a good touch on the ball as well. No, these are not our words. This was what the elegant Prince Dimitar Berbatov had to say about Kai, and when Dimi talks, we need to listen. Now we turn to you, our savvy viewers. What are your thoughts on Havertz's impact at Arsenal? Do you see him as the missing piece in their quest for glory? Share your views in the comments below. And don't forget, if you enjoyed this exploration, hit that like button, subscribe for more content, and ring the bell to stay updated. Your engagement keeps our football community thriving.